Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you the 14 puzzles that I completed in September. Now, in August, you'll notice that I uploaded, I think, just about every day because I did a puzzle a day in the 30 puzzles for 30 days challenge. Well, I slowed down in September and I did an average of a puzzle every other day, which is about what I'm doing right now as we are getting into the first week of October. So without any further ado, in no particular order, let me show you the 14 puzzles that I completed. The first puzzle that I'll show you, it's called Sweet Shop Kittens, and I think it's a Steve Reed. I wanted to check the artist. Okay, it's Sweet Shop Kittens. Now, I love kittens and cats jigsaw puzzles. If you watch my channel, you're going to see a lot of these puzzles on my channel because I consistently do them. I only have about 5 or 6 more of these left, so I'm going to have to peruse Amazon or the Buffalo website to see if there's more, because I've almost exhausted my inventory of these kitten puzzles. Now, let me show you this. Now, while I'm showing you this video, this box rather, I am going to input the image of the completed puzzle on the other side of me. But what I loved about this puzzle is the fact that even though there was so much candy and so much color, it ended up being relatively easy. What made this puzzle easy, and now I'm going to take the image down to show you, is the words, okay? And with the words, once I put the words in, then I worked on the fur, and it came together really well. I loved it. 750 pieces, Steve Reed, a Buffalo jigsaw puzzle. All right, let's go on to our next one. The next one is another Buffalo puzzle, and this is one that I really, really loved. It's Amy Stewart's Beach Vacation. Now, I have done, I wish I knew how many, but I'd say about 12 or 13 of her puzzles, and I've got about 12 or 13 left to do. And what I love about the Amy Stewart puzzles is they're very, very busy. And what's fun about them is, as busy as they are, you just grab the different sections and you start putting them together and they fall into place really quickly. And what I loved about this one is sky. I love doing sky and jigsaw puzzles. It's just something that's very rewarding and soothing for me because of my memories of doing sky when my mom used to do jigsaw puzzles. So that is Amy Stewart's Beach Vacation, a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle from Buffalo. Now, we're going to talk about this one for a minute, okay? This is the Bits and Pieces Fashion Show Jigsaw Puzzle, 1,000 pieces. It is I believe, my first, maybe even my second Bits and Pieces puzzle, but let me tell you, I found this one to be a challenge. Now, why did I find this one to be a challenge? The first thing I want to mention is I thought that with the things on the clothesline and the various animals in the house in the background, it would be easy. But what I wasn't prepared for was the different piece shapes. It's something that I have to get used to because I love the image. I love the 3 pigs, the little dogs, the horse, the squirrel on the clothesline. I love all the features of this puzzle, but I just wasn't accustomed to the pieces. So this one took me, I'd say maybe 3 days working on this puzzle and a couple of others, but I still loved it nonetheless. Now, when I was working on this puzzle, I was looking at a Bits and Pieces sale on their website, and I almost bought a three 1,000-piece set group of puzzles. But because of the challenges of this one, I did not buy it. But at the same time, my friend Hope was purchasing a 3-piece set of 500-piece puzzles, and she whipped through them like it was nobody's business. So now I'm rethinking my decision on bits and pieces, and I'm thinking maybe I will go ahead and get a 500-piece set and give them another try. So that's my thought on that. All right, I did 3 Seiko puzzles, so let me show you those. This is called Balloon Mania. I loved this puzzle. Look at how busy it is. Now, when I started this puzzle, I started at the top. In the top, I'm going to put the image on the screen. The top came together lickety-split. And then I slowed down. And then I slowed down. Very, very, very busy, but very, very fun puzzle. There's even a sloth. Let's take the image down. There's even a sloth. Sorry for the glare right there, but look at that. I mean, it's fun. It was vivid. It was bright. It was a great quality. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I was a little bit on the fence about Seiko because of a Disney 4-pack I did back in 2019. But because of my friend, I gave this company another shot, and thus you are going to see 3 of these in this video. So I really love this one, Balloon Mania. It was a lot of fun, and like I said, a little bit of a challenge, but I really did enjoy it. Then I did an easy one, 750 pieces, called Happy Camper. Now, this artist, I should have jotted down the name of the artist, Stephanie Peterson Jones. This is my first puzzle by this artist. Now, there is a Happy Camper series on Seiko by a different artist. And the Happy Camper series on Seiko is, I think, a 300-piece puzzle series. So I think I have done one. But for this one, it's 750 pieces. I loved it. The van was easy. It was just a real joy to put together. Good quality for the price. I mean, we're talking $8, $9, $10. Excellent. The last Seiko puzzle I will show you in this video is called Autumn Townhouse, and this is a Dominic Davison. Now, I first learned about Dominic Davison by doing 1 or 2 of his diamond paintings, and I have other of his diamond paintings in my queue. So when I discovered that he does jigsaw puzzles, I was definitely on board. So this is just one of the Dominic Davison puzzles that I have. Now, this Autumn Townhouse is a beautiful puzzle. Again, it's by Seiko. I had the house, I had the car, I had the pumpkins. So what I decided was this was going to be my first autumn puzzle. So I did this puzzle around September 22nd or 23rd because I wanted to start it right as autumn began. And I loved it. It was great. And I really love, like I said, I love Dominic Davison. I'm really drawn to Seiko. I love their price point, and it was a great puzzle. Now, this puzzle here. By the way, every single puzzle that I'm showing you in this video has individual videos right here on this channel. So you can check those out if you'd like. This is Lighthouses USA. This was not in my queue that I set up for September, yet I did it in September. Why? Well, my friend Hope showed me this, that her cousin Tamara did it, and I'm like, oh man, I love that. And Hope knew I would love it because she knows how much I love lighthouses. I adore them. As a matter of fact, there's another puzzle that I'm going to show you that has a lighthouse in it. So this is a shaped puzzle in portrait mode, and I had to decide which of my puzzle surfaces I could work it on. So I grabbed my measuring tape, and I discovered that the only surface I could do this puzzle on was my dog tray, my replacement tray for a dog crate. And it was just the right size, and it was great fun. And the image I will have up on the screen. and I loved it. I don't do shaped puzzles often. I think this is my second shaped puzzle, but it has 21 lighthouses, and I'm going 22. Now, why did I say 21 at first? Because 21 within the image and then the one on the back. So if you look at the box, the back of the box, if you ever grab this puzzle, it tells you the location of all of these lighthouses and the names of the lighthouses. I thought that was really great. So we have North Carolina, Oregon, Massachusetts, Maine, Florida, New Jersey, Wisconsin, California, Florida, Ohio. I mean, I love it. And this is definitely going to be a redo. Okay, so that's it for that one. Now, I'll show you my 2 Ebu puzzles that I did last month. And this one is called Green Kitchen. Now, I loved this puzzle. Okay, I'm going to put the box down and pop the image up on the screen. With Green Kitchen, it is the 3rd puzzle, I believe, in the kitchen series by Ebu that I did, because I did Kitchen Chickens, Lavender Kitchen, and then this one, Green Kitchen. And I loved it, but I'm not gonna lie, I found this one and the next one I'm going to show you to be quite a challenge. But I loved it nonetheless because, first of all, I love Ebu. Secondly, green is my favorite color. Thirdly, it's part of a series and I am a series addict. So I loved it. And there's so many things in this puzzle to make it fun, but there's also quite a few things in this puzzle that made it challenging. So fun and challenging, a great combination. The next one is the other Ebu kitchen puzzle that I did, Blue Kitchen. Okay, I know there's a glare, but I am going to put the completed image on the screen. Now, Blue Kitchen was harder than Green Kitchen. And I'm going to pop the box back up for a second. What made Blue Kitchen harder was you have the wallpaper here, and then you got the tablecloth, you got the different chairs. There was 3 chairs in the kitchen one as well. But you've got the chairs. This one took me a minute. And then you have the backsplash here. There was a lot of things here that made this puzzle challenging, but boy did I love it. I absolutely love this puzzle. There was something else about this puzzle, and I am pulling the image down to show you this a little closer. When I was doing this puzzle, and I know that the box had, let's look at the image on the back. Let me show you here. When I was doing this puzzle, if you can kind of see the leaves at the top, I had mixed up some of these pieces with some of these pieces, and I could not make any progress. It took me a minute, and then once I sorted that out, I was able to start going through the rest of the puzzle. So again, Blue Kitchen by Ebu. Then I did another puzzle in the alphabet series by Colin Thompson, and this is Awesome Alphabet E. And the name of the puzzle is actually called Awesome Alphabet. Let me read the right name, because it's a little bit different than the way I'm saying it. Okay. Yeah, it's number 4, Awesome Alphabet E. Okay. Now, I love Colin Thompson, and I love busy puzzles. Now, I'll never own all of Colin Thompson's puzzles simply because if they're not on the current stock on Amazon or the different sites, then they're the hard to find puzzles, and the cost is just too prohibitive for me. But this puzzle was loads and loads and loads of fun. I absolutely adored this puzzle. I knew it was going to be a challenge to do that E. As you can see, I'm going to have the image on the screen. You can see that E had all that red and that grayish blue, in the letter E, but nonetheless, it was a fun puzzle. Will I say it was easy? I would say for me, because busier is easier for me for some strange reason. So it was on the medium side. It wasn't too hard, but it wasn't super easy, but it was super fun. So this is Awesome Alphabet number 4. This is what I was looking for, by the way. Awesome Alphabet number 4, E. But then if you look on the side of the box, it says Awesome Alphabet E, so it's a little bit confusing. But that is my Colin Thompson puzzle for September. I don't have any Colin Thompson puzzles in my queue for the rest of the year, but the next one I will do will be, I think, is it F and G together? Yes, F and G is right here, so I will be doing that maybe January. Okay, got 4 more left, and they are White Mountain puzzles. This one is Cozy Bookshop. It's a 500-piece puzzle, and I think it's a Steve Reed, if I'm not mistaken. One of my guys that I love to do puzzles by. Yes, a Steve Reed puzzle. Another kitten puzzle. The first button puzzle I showed you in this video was a cat's puzzle by who? Steve Reed. And now I'm showing you another kitten puzzle by Steve Reed. I loved this puzzle. It was just a breeze to put together. I thought when I started this puzzle that it was just going to be these 2 kittens right here, but I found out that there's another kitten up there on that ladder, and I'm going to have my puzzle image up on the screen. And that was kind of fun, finding that kitten during the last quarter of the puzzle, because it was a different texture that I was able to bring into the puzzle. The books didn't even register with me. And I'm talking about the books on where the ladder is, I just put those pieces together. But what did register with me was the image of the books underneath the kitten that's lying down. That made putting the puzzle together relatively simpler. And then we have the 2 dogs that are sitting on the rug behind the book fair, in front of the book fair. It was just a fun puzzle. Cozy Bookshop. Love it. Love White Mountain. Love Steve Reed. Love kittens. Win, win, win. Okay, another White Mountain puzzle. This is called Writer's Desk. Now, there are 2 similar puzzles, and I probably will buy the other one. I don't quite remember what the name of it is, but this Writer's Desk puzzle, and because I keep showing a glare, we're going to have my image of the complete puzzle up. I knew that this puzzle would be a lot of fun. I bought this about 6 months ago, and guess who the artist is, by the way? Steve Reed. My 3rd Steve Reed puzzle for the month of September. And you have 2 typewriters. You have an old typewriter and an even older typewriter. And having the typewriters kind of simplified the puzzle just a little bit, because you were looking at the keys if you looked closely. Then, as you can see there's something coming up from the typewriter. Well, those words were actual words, so putting that together was easy. And it was just a lot of fun. 1,000 pieces, something that I enjoyed. I am going to look up the other one that is a little similar to this. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is, but I think the typewriter in that puzzle is red, if you know what I'm talking about. Then I did Camping Trip. Now, I don't quite remember the name of the artist, so I'm going to look that up really quickly. This is P.D. Marino, so I don't know who that is. This reminds me of the Amy Stewart puzzles. Now, I just showed you earlier Beach Vacation. Now, I'll put the box down and show you the image on the screen. Now, Camping Trip was so much fun. So when I was doing Camping Trip, I decided that it would be my last summer puzzle. And I put that little quotation mark up there because I only have so many of different types of puzzles. So there might be other summer puzzles sneaking into the winter, as we are currently in fall going into winter. But this was my last summer puzzle, and I did this just maybe towards the end of September, and it was a lot of fun. You've got the 2 vehicles, You've got the tents, you've got the fire, you've got the couple, you've got the canoe, and of course the sky and the mountains. And it was just a whole lot of fun. 1,000 piece puzzles. Notice that it's a Ford puzzle. I don't know if I have any other puzzles that have the word Ford on them. I might, but I'm not quite sure. Last puzzle I'll show you is To the Lighthouse, and it's by Alan Gianna. And I mentioned earlier in this video how much I enjoy lighthouses. Okay, lighthouses are my jam, have always been and will always be. This puzzle, I loved this puzzle, and I am going to bring the box back up for a minute. Why? Sky. Sky is something that I adore. So when I worked on this puzzle, the very first thing I did was the sky. It took me maybe 2 days because I do 2 or 3 puzzles at the same time concurrently. And then once I was done with the sky, I ran into some problems with these flowers. I remember that. I did. It took me a minute. And that fence, there's a fence that is bright white on one side but a little darker on the other because of the shadow. So that took me a minute. And then this up here, these flowers right there, they took me a minute. But what a lot of fun to put together a puzzle that was a bit of a challenge. Now, I want to talk about the word challenge for a minute. I am not someone that is mobile. I am homebound. I live a sedentary lifestyle. So what I buy is online. 90%, maybe even 95% of the puzzles that I buy at retail prices at the various shops. Amazon, Zulily, the puzzle websites like White Mountain, Buffalo, and so forth. Only a small portion of the puzzles that I purchase on a buy-sell trade group on Facebook. So because I'm paying retail value, I love the fact that some of the puzzles are more challenging than others. That way I get my money's worth, right? Why not get my money's worth? And that's why I might tell you about the difficulties in a puzzle, but at the same time tell you how much I loved that puzzle because I'm getting my money's worth. Some of these puzzles I will redo, some of these I may never redo, but boy did I enjoy the month of September. So that's about it for this video. Now I'm going to get ready and to show you what I have lined up for October, but I wanted to share with you this wrap up. Thank you so much for watching.